So Sid, you want to tell them a little bit about timeline and?
Yeah. Well, if you're a new bride, congratulations, first of all. You're probably getting ready to start alterations. So, with alterations, you need a good time. We would prefer to start 12 weeks, for no later than 12 weeks prior to the wedding date. Obviously, like we could talked about before, we know situations arise, your dress comes in late, whatnot. I mean, we can serve you, but just keep in mind, like, now your dress alterations do have to be put on a rush. It'll always get done. We've never missed a wedding.
No.
We don't plan on starting, so we won't start with yours. But there's things that you need to know for alterations. You need to have your shoes, a good undergarment. I know no one wants to wear a bra with their dress. Oh, I don't have anything. Well, you're preaching to me. I don't have anything either, but you still need to be lifted. It'll make the world of difference in the fit of your alterations.
I always say, like, if they're not lifted, we cannot fit this dress properly. Like, yes, you might not have anything, but that helps the dress sit on you better. So anybody can tell you you don't need a bra, or you can't wear one with a certain dress, but there are taping, there's bra cups, there's sticky boobs,
yeah.
There's literally so
Double
many
stick
things
tape.
we can figure it out on your first fitting, but your boobs have to be lifted. Doesn't matter how tight the dress is, it's not lifting your boobs into the cups.
Yeah. It'll fall wherever you
are, especially
boobies,
strapless. Like, you have to just keep in mind on the first fitting, trust us. If we are telling you we need to get your girls lifted, it's important for the fit. Yeah. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what me or Suzanne do, the dress isn't gonna sit on you. So
yeah, we've also done things like with boning and there's like the trend right now are all these sheer bodice dresses, which is wonderful, but you really can't wear an undergarment under that. So which when I did own a bridal shop was a huge argument with my designers. Seriously, okay, I get it, but can you put some boning and structure into the dress? And a lot of times we will put boning and structure into the dress because there's no other way to keep the girls up.
Yeah, you
but
gotta support them.
Yeah, the support is awesome. So any other?
Do you guys sell that here, or do they need to bring it with them to their first fitting?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. We do have bustiers here that are great. They're strapless bras, like with like it's a corset strapless bra. It's so nice. But I mean, if you find something at home or at the store that works, as long as you come prepared, like we're gonna work with you with whatever, make it work. You don't want, if your bra's peeking out a little, we can put bra hooks in there so it won't peek out or.
Well, a lot of times they really don't know what's gonna work with their dress.
Yeah.
So, but the point I think that we are trying to make here is bring everything that you think you're going to. Please don't come in with the concept that I don't want to wear a bra. You need to come in with the attitude that I want to do everything so that the dress looks the best it can look, and work with us, and we'll work with you subsequently. If you bring a bra in where we had that one girl with the bra, and she says, because she was very big and that's the only bra that she could found that actually kept her up. And I think we actually built up the back of that dress to accommodate that bra, because when you're a double, triple D, I mean,
you need something.
You need structure.
You need structure. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah. And so we just built it up, but she was happy because number one, the dress didn't really change the look of the dress significantly, but it made it fit. And she was able to use the undergarments that she was comfortable with. And that's another thing for stylists, like to just like kind of a Suzanne's bridal boutique stylist was totally different, I think, from not to just any other bridal shop, but these girls learned fit. They didn't learn just to style you in a dress. They learned what style was going to fit your figure. Everybody goes in and because I know I've worked at the plethora of bridal shops. I know how other bridal shops train their seamstresses, but these girls also on a daily basis have seen what we do to dresses. And like a girl comes in and the dress is not, it's really, it's sheer, there's no boning here, so they see what I can do to a dress, but as also a stylist, they sew dresses differently too. Cause I mean, that's one of their little pet peeves. Yeah, like they'll come, the girl will say, well, I want it to look like the picture in the dress. Really? They're standing this is professional photographer, everything's clipped, okay? First of all, it's kind of unrealistic for you to expect that, because why? You're gonna be walking around, you're not gonna look like that, and do you wanna look like Morticia Adams where, everything's so confined there? And also bridal stylists will clip you. They'll do the same thing in the dress. You guys wanna expound on that?
Yeah, I mean, we used to do it.
Yes.
Because if the dress is big, I'm gonna clip you underneath your butt. But you do have to remember that once that dress actually fits your real true size, you're not going to have that clip underneath your butt. And there's really only a couple of seams that we can work with to make that fit underneath you so that you look like you have that shape there. So although that they've clipped it there, that doesn't mean it will fit the same way that they clipped you. So you kind of have to remember that when you come into your alterations fitting. We will do what we can to make sure that you still get that shape, but if we're telling you it's not necessarily possible, or you need to be able to sit, or you need to be able to walk, keep that in mind. So.
Yeah, well, we also have another bride that comes in, she wants the body, here's where it sits, it's cut demi, okay, and this has a sheer bodice with lace overlays, and then there's a line under here, like if you ever owned an underwire bra, there's a line there, so she comes in, she goes, well, I want it to fit here. Okay, fine, take into consideration, I can make it fit there, okay, but this line is now going to go halfway across your bust, your waistline is now different, and it's a fit and flare, and there's a point where the skirt connects to the flare skirt, that's now at a different position. I mean, you have to understand, I have rules that I have to adhere to, I mean, so I'm happy to do whatever you want, but I also show you, okay, look, here, now it's gonna sit that high, now I have to do a bust dart here, now, this part here, I mean, I can't take that off, I mean, it's part of the gown, I have to, leave it there. See why we need a reception?